Right, folks, gone on and on about these tables here. Over Easter, you need to do 3 of these tables, okay? Now, this should all look very similar to what we've been talking about in the lesson, so it shouldn't sound new, but I'm doing a video anyway. Session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for your 3 different components of fitness that your athlete is working on. I've done a strength example here. So here's my example for press-ups, okay? I could do exactly the same, something very similar for burpees, squats, overhead lift, pull-ups, or plank. Plank will work slightly differently in that you'll be doing time, but you should be able to apply the same things. So press-ups, I'm going to do 15 press-ups, 2 sets. The next session that I come to, I'm going to do 20 press-ups, 3 sets. The next session that I come to, I'm going to do 15 press-ups, 2 sets, but I'm going to have a 10 kilogram weight on my back. So I've initially increased the reps, then I've increased the sets and reps, and then I've increased the reps and sets and the weight as well. Because then after I've done that, I'm going to do 15, 2 sets with no weight as well. Okay, and you could, if you wanted to, talk about up here, similar to ankle weights. There is a benefit of doing something with weight and then taking the weight off and doing it again. There are benefits to that you could look into and make a few comments above if you would like. In terms of session 5 and 6, I could just continue to develop that, maybe increase the weight a little bit or increase the reps and sets, or I could change the type. So I went onto Google, intense types of push-ups, and what comes up is a clapping one, so you do a press up and then you clap. Another one is a Spider-Man one, so you could do a Spider-Man press-ups, or sorry, not all. If you are doing a Spider-Man press-up and you just chuck Spider-Man press-up in there, people may not know what that means. So yeah, I want you to just be careful with loose terms. If you've got a term like that, could you put a picture in next to it and go, see table A or see picture A? And beneath, you've got a picture of a Spider-Man press-up so people know what they are. Just while we're on that topic there of loose terms, I often see, particularly like agility sessions and stuff like that, ladders. What does ladders mean? What are you actually doing on the ladders? Walk the dog for a bit. Don't use these loose terms. Explain exactly what you mean. And if you're using a word that someone may not understand, then get a picture of it or get a definition of it next to it. So just to recap, you need to make 3 of these tables for your components of fitness. There's one for strength. I would then add to it and do burpees, similar things there, squats, overhead lift, pull-ups, plank. Again, showing progression through the table. And then I need to do another one for cardiovascular endurance and balance, for example, whatever my ones are. And these are the ways that you show progress: reps, sets, weight, and type. When you get into your 5 and 6, you might have a think about type. Now, if you can change the type, then that will link into a bit later when we're talking about variants, where you'll be able to say, well, actually, I varied my activities to keep my client interested by not just doing the same things the whole time. I've made the type of training more intensive. So that's worth mentioning as well. Now, this up here, in terms of when you've done them 3 tables, plotting them into there, we're going to look at that after Easter. So don't panic too much. You could have a go at plotting it, and clearly the further through the program, the more sessions that there needs to be and the less rest days, but we'll talk about that afterwards. Make sure you've got these 3 tables done over Easter. In addition to that, I think once you've done them 3 tables, and a number of you have